Have you ever looked at someone you've admired for years and suddenly realized there are still sides of them you've never seen before? Not because they changed who they are, but because they revealed something deeper, something hidden beneath the image the world has known for so long. And what if, at that very same moment, while millions of people were still trying to process that stunning transformation, the music carrying that artist's name was quietly climbing one of the most important charts in the world? Today, we're talking about a moment that perfectly captures why BTS continues to fascinate people after more than a decade. A moment filled with beauty, growth, emotion, and a reminder that true artists never stop evolving. Because while the world was celebrating BTS's 13th anniversary through the highly anticipated 2026 FESTA, Jin delivered something that immediately stopped fans in their tracks. And honestly, it wasn't just a photo shoot. It felt like a statement, a glimpse into a new chapter, a visual story told without a single word. For years, Jin has occupied a unique place in the hearts of fans around the world. Of course, people have always praised his incredible visuals. His nickname, Worldwide Handsome, became famous for a reason. But those who have followed him closely know that his appeal goes far beyond appearance. There has always been something remarkably pure about his presence. A softness, a warmth, an effortless elegance. Even when standing on the biggest stages in the world, Jin somehow maintained an image that felt approachable and genuine. His smile could brighten an entire room. His laughter could instantly lift the mood. His gentle personality became just as beloved as his stunning visuals. That's why the newly released 2026 FESTA photos created such a powerful reaction. Because fans weren't simply seeing Jin look good, they were witnessing a completely different atmosphere. A different energy, a different emotion, and yet somehow it was still unmistakably Jin. One of the photographs immediately became a major topic of discussion. The setting was dark, the mood was intense. Instead of bright lighting and cheerful colors, the image embraced shadows and mystery. Jin appeared wearing a black leather jacket. His hair carried a wet styling effect that added a dramatic edge. Even the way he looked toward the camera felt different. More confident, more daring, more dangerous. For a moment, it almost felt impossible to connect this image with the bright and cheerful Jin many people first fell in love with years ago. And that was exactly what made it so captivating. The contrast was breathtaking. The transformation wasn't loud or exaggerated. It was subtle, controlled, sophisticated. The kind of transformation that demands attention because it feels natural rather than forced. Fans found themselves staring at the image longer than expected, not because they didn't recognize him, but because they were discovering a side of him they had rarely seen before. A side filled with intensity and mystery. A side that carried a mature and almost cinematic aura. Then came another photograph, and somehow the emotional impact became even stronger. This time Jin appeared inside an antique interior. The setting felt timeless, almost nostalgic. Wearing a denim shirt, he seemed calm on the surface, but his expression told a different story. His eyes carried depth, reflection, a quiet sadness, a sense of contemplation. The kind of expression that makes people wonder what thoughts might be passing through someone's mind. The lighting played a crucial role. Soft shadows surrounded him. Every detail appeared carefully crafted to create a mood that was elegant yet emotional. And suddenly, fans were no longer just looking at a beautiful photograph. They were feeling something. The image invited interpretation. It invited imagination. It invited connection. Many people commented that these photographs felt less like promotional images and more like scenes from a film. A film where Jin was no longer simply the charming prince everyone recognized. Instead, he became a complex character carrying untold stories behind his gaze. What made the entire photo shoot extraordinary was the balance. The innocence that fans love never disappeared. The kindness never disappeared. The elegance never disappeared. Those qualities remained. But they were joined by something new, something deeper, something darker, something more mature. And perhaps that's what growing up in front of the world looks like. Because BTS debuted when they were incredibly young. Over the years, fans have witnessed countless moments of growth, triumphs, challenges, dreams achieved, new goals created. The people who first met BTS over a decade ago are not the same people they are today, and neither are the members themselves. The FESTA photos seem to capture that reality perfectly. Not through words, not through interviews, but through emotion, through atmosphere, through art. And while fans around the world were still admiring these stunning images, another story was unfolding. A story happening thousands of miles away. A story being written on the music charts. And it proved that BTS's influence remains as powerful as ever. Their song Swim, the title track from their fifth studio album ARMY, continued climbing the Billboard Hot 100. Think about how remarkable that really is. The music industry moves at incredible speed. New songs are released every day, new trends appear constantly, attention shifts quickly. Yet somehow, BTS continues doing something many artists struggle to achieve. They maintain momentum, not for days, not for weeks, but for months. Swim entered the chart and steadily continued its journey upward. Instead of fading away, it kept finding new listeners. It kept gaining support. It kept growing. Now, in its 11th week since release, the song climbed once again. And perhaps the most beautiful part of this achievement is what it represents. This isn't simply about numbers, it's about connection. Every stream represents someone choosing the song. Every purchase represents support. Every replay represents a listener deciding that the music deserves another moment of their time. Multiply that by millions, across continents, across languages, across cultures. And suddenly, the achievement feels much larger than a chart position. It becomes evidence of impact. The global performance of Swim tells a similar story. Even after 11 weeks, the song continues maintaining impressive positions on worldwide charts. At a time when competition has never been more intense, BTS remains firmly among the artists people cannot stop listening to. And perhaps that's because BTS has always offered something deeper than music alone. Their songs become memories, soundtracks to important moments, companions during difficult times, celebrations during joyful ones. That emotional connection creates loyalty that goes far beyond trends. Which brings us to the people who have been standing beside BTS through every chapter. ARMY. Because no discussion about BTS's success is complete without acknowledging the extraordinary relationship between the group and their fans. For 13 years, this relationship has continued growing stronger. Fans have celebrated every victory, supported every comeback, protected every dream. And in return, BTS has consistently expressed gratitude, love, and appreciation. It's a bond unlike anything else in entertainment. And moments like these reveal its strength. A breathtaking new visual chapter from Jin. A rising Billboard success story for Swim. A major world tour on the horizon. A 13th anniversary celebration bringing millions of people together. Everything seems connected. Everything feels meaningful. Everything feels like another reminder of how far BTS has come. Just imagine that journey, from 7 young dreamers pursuing an uncertain future, to global icons filling stadiums around the world, to artists whose music continues climbing international charts more than a decade into their career. And through all those years, one thing has remained constant: their willingness to grow, to challenge themselves, to surprise people, to become better versions of themselves. That is exactly what Jin's FESTA photos symbolize: growth, transformation, confidence. The courage to reveal new sides of yourself even when millions of people already think they know who you are. And perhaps that's why these images resonated so deeply. Because they're not simply about beauty, they're about evolution. The evolution of an artist, the evolution of a man, and the evolution of a story that is still being written. Now, as BTS prepares for the upcoming BT World Tour ARMY in Busan, and the celebration of their 13th debut anniversary reaches its peak, anticipation continues building around the world. Fans are wondering what surprises may come next, what records may be broken next, what unforgettable moments may be created next. Because if BTS has taught us anything over the years, it's that the next chapter is often even more exciting than the last. And right now, it feels as though a brand new chapter is just beginning. A chapter where Jin continues redefining his artistic image. A chapter where BTS continues proving their global influence. A chapter filled with new memories waiting to be created. And if recent events are any indication, the world will be watching every step of the journey. What was your favorite photo from Jin's 2026 FESTA pictorial? And do you think Swim can continue climbing even higher on the Billboard Hot 100? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest BTS stories, achievements, and unforgettable moments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.